If you've been following my channel, you know we talk a lot about how the body stores trauma. It's a vital conversation. And today, I want to share something just as true and honestly even more important. Your body does not only store what hurt you, your body stores your strength too. We've spent so long looking at our nervous systems as records of what went wrong. I want to show you how to see your body as a vault for your resilience. Because right now, you might be giving that strength away without even realizing it. For a long time, I lived in a pattern of outsourcing. I didn't trust my own wisdom, so I looked for it in everyone else. I'd ask a friend or family member for their thoughts, and then I'd ask another, then another. Even after hearing all the advice, I still felt anxious, still unsure. I thought I had a confidence problem, but now I see it was an authority problem. Every time I asked for a third opinion before listening to my own, I was accidentally teaching my soul that its voice didn't matter. When you keep asking outside before you ask inside, your self worth takes a quiet hit. You start to send your body a message that says, my knowing is not enough. This is how we end up wearing a mask. On the outside, we look bold, we act confident, but inside, we're scanning the room. We're looking for signs that people approve of us. That gap between how we appear and how we actually feel is exhausting. It's a leak in your power. I felt this deeply last year. My eldest son was getting married, and as the mother of the groom, the pressure to get it right felt immense. My first instinct was to start the survey, to ask my friends to look for external confirmation of what I should wear. However, this time I caught myself. In that moment, I decided that I was going to trust me. I stopped the leak. I did go with a friend, but I chose a dress that felt like me. And you know what? It wasn't just a dress, it was a beautiful moment of self sovereignty. And when I saw my son's face, I knew I was right. Not because I followed a rule, but because I followed myself. Here's the turning point. When you start trusting yourself again, your body might not feel calm right away. It might feel unsettled. It usually does. That unsettled feeling is not proof that you're wrong. Your nervous system has used external validation as a safety net for years. When you take that net away, your system interprets it as danger. But it's not danger, it's growth. It's the withdrawal phase of quitting the habit of, for example, people pleasing. Strength isn't about being a tough woman, it's about capacity. It's the ability to pause, to breathe, to tolerate the discomfort of not being validated, and to choose yourself anyway. Think back to how much you have already overcome, despite feeling broken. If you sit quietly with yourself right now, you'll find a small spark still burning brightly under all the emotional noise we face. That small spark is your strength, the same strength that carried you through your darkest days. It never left you. It was just waiting for you to come back to it. Now we aren't just surviving anymore. We are learning to tend to that spark so that it can finally burn brightly. It's the power to let someone disagree with you without you abandoning yourself. That strength isn't something you have to go and find. It's already in you. It's the muscle you built every time you survived a hard day, a hard situation. We rebuild this trust in the small, quiet moments. I call it the 10% rule. This week, find one tiny decision where you practice trusting yourself just 10% more. Don't start with the life changing choices. Start with something small. Before you ask for an opinion, ask yourself these 3 questions. 1. If no one could judge me, what would I choose? 2. What am I afraid will happen if I just choose it? 3. What would it look like to trust my inner authority 10% more right now? The journey inward isn't easy. It brings up old grief and the scary question, who am I without their approval? But as you walk this path, you'll find a new steady ground. You'll realize that no matter what you're facing, you can feel the strength in you. Support is beautiful. Community matters so much, but your inner knowing has to come first. It's not something you earn, it's something you return to. If this spoke to you, I want you to leave a comment with one sentence. Here is one way I'm going to trust myself this week. Make it small, make it real. And if you know a woman who looks confident on the outside but is doubting herself on the inside, share this video with her and remind her she's not broken, she's just remembering who she is. Next week, I want to take this a step further because once you start tending to that spark and trusting your own authority, a very specific voice usually shows up to try and stop you. We call it the imposter syndrome. I'm going to show you why you don't need to fear that voice and how we can embrace it as a sign of our growth. That's all for today. From my heart to yours, have a great day. Bye.